give me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't
Hey everyone,
jinx
so I finally remembered to get my tripod out of the basement. So here we are with a tripod, yay! So you can actually see more of me because I'm not standing up with it balanced precariously on my desk. So I just uploaded the podcast from last week. I had to work over the weekend and I've been sort of working late every day this week as well. So it is Thursday. I don't even know what day it is. It's that bad. Yeah, it's Thursday, March 7th. So yeah, here I am. Yeah, quick updates on things. I think I recorded a little more footage that I will be adding onto this one. So have I done much more on things? I don't know because I don't remember what I talked about. I'm drinking some more cream egg tea out of my sweater weather mug. I love this mug. It's kind of weirdly shaped. It's got like weird little McDougal-doos all over it. And it's really thick and it's got a burgundy inside, which I love. I'm wearing my Winterfjell sweater. It is made out of tuku wool in 3 different colors. It's a Skandir Knits pattern. I need to use the sweater shaver on it, but really the tuku wool holds up really well. It's super cozy and just kind of a relaxed fit sweater. I don't have very many like this in my wardrobe, but it was rainy and cold and I was up until 10 p.m. working last night, so I was really tired and I didn't want to get like fancy today, so I'm not. But I did cast on for the second sock of my non-binary pride socks by Geektastic Fibers. So this is how far along I am on that sock. I don't know what I did with the progress keeper I was using that matched so nicely. But here's the first sock. And the ends have been woven in. So I used Knit Picks Fleechy in the Midnight colorway for the toe and heel. And then, like I said, this is from Geektastic Fibers Pride collection. I got several of them at India Entangled, and I want to knit all of them up this year. And then I have, I think, one other skein that I got from them last India Entangled before last year. I don't remember what the colorway is called, but it reminds me of pencils. So it has like a white stripe, a yellow, like number 2 pencil, yellow, and then gray and pink, like the eraser. So every time I see it, I think of pencils, even though that's not what the colorway is. And then I will have knit all of my Geektastic Fibers and I'll be ready to get more at the next yarn show that they're at. There is a new festival that's happening in Salem in April, Salem, Massachusetts, the Fiber Witch Festival. And I do want to go. Hopefully I will be able to take Megs with me. They've asked to go and they are actually crocheting now, so it would be fun for them. And then Joshua I'll take to Connecticut Sheep and Wool, so he will also get to go to Yarn Festival, but it's closer and it's smaller. So if he kind of craps out and doesn't want to walk around and look at all the booths, which is usually what happens, he doesn't want to look at everything. He wants to look at the animals and leave. Then I won't mind as much. Usually I go there to like see Gabby's yarn in person, to see Shirsty Cat designs, and then kind of to look around at like the local vendors. So there's a maple syrup vendor, Just a Mere Farm, and that's where I get like maple candy. They have a maple spice like for food. It's garlic, onion, and maple spice that you put on stuff. It's amazing on avocado toast or butter toast. It's really good. I also put it on pizza and what else do I use it on? Kind of sandwiches sometimes. It's good with hummus. It's just good. So I do need to get more of that. So I hope they'll be at that festival because it is still a localish festival. And then, yeah, some of the vendors are coming to the Fiber Witch Festival that I haven't seen before. And then Sam from Lavender Loon is going to be there. Tristan from Dragon Horde Yarns is going to be there. Yeah, Kitty with a Cupcake is going to be there. She does like really cool pins and stuff. There's just a lot of neat vendors. So I'm really excited about it, and I hope it goes well because it's the first year ever for the festival. So it could be total foobar like the other festival that shall not be named, but we're going to stay hopeful that it's going to go really, really well. Let me just make sure I don't have something coming through on my email. That I need to deal with. No. I started kind of putting aside sock yarn that I want to cast on this year because I need to replace so many pairs of socks, or I have a lot to repair, but I also need more socks. So this is, I think, the next one I'm going to cast on. I don't know what it is. It's some random commercial yarn. Yeah, no clue. No clue. Somebody sent it to me as a gift. So it's one of those that has like the self-patterning socks. It looks pretty cool. So anyway, I wound it up. I'm going to knit that. Still working on my Regia Socks, as Disa says. I don't know that I've made much more progress. I think maybe one more row of yellow. Not very interesting. And then I was doing a bunch of waiting yesterday for people to send me files for work. And so I did knit a little bit more on my 3x1 ribbed top. This is the Joe Sharp Designs, or yeah, from Joe Sharp Knits. So I did from the marker up. So I'm making progress on my summer top. This is maybe up to the bottom of my bust. So many more inches to go before I'm done, but I still have tons and tons of yarn. So we're doing just fine. I've got lots of yarn left. Yeah, I'm pretty brain dead right now because I've been working a lot, and I want to stop now, but I can't because I have way more to do. So yeah, I'm going to take a break. I'm not sure if I shared this. Did I share this? Anyway, it's some Chromatic Yarns. It's just sitting on my desk, but I did get it recently from the Legends and Lattes collection. So it's the thimble colorway. It's like a very, very dusky pink with some chocolate speckles and kind of cinnamony speckles, because he makes, he's like a little kind of mousy creature in the book, and he makes like baked goods. So cinnamon rolls and croissants and other things like that. Yeah, it's a really good thimble color. And I think I'm going to make a pair of hand warmers with it. There's a pattern that I've had for a really long time called Frais. It's French. E-T and F-R-A-I-S. But it's like all over patterned, and I think it would look really pretty in like a soft shell pink, which is what this is. So that's what that's going to be, and then whatever's left, some will go in my blanket, maybe some will go into a colorwork yoke or something like that. Yeah, do I have anything else to share right now? I don't think so. Oh, yeah. I do have the sweater, Josh's sweater. And I've got my range shawl, so I'll give a little progress update on those. So, this is the range shawl by Andrea Mowry. I haven't knit a shawl in a long time. And this one is out of some alpaca that I picked up many, many years ago from a wool gathering. There was a vendor there selling what they called prime alpaca. I don't know. It's a farm stand, so I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But it was in these giant, like 700-yard cakes of sport weight alpaca. So I've got a bunch of them. They were really cheap. It was like $20 or less for that. I think it was $20. So I'm knitting it held double because the range shawl is a worsted weight shawl. So this is probably going to be a bit larger than worsted weight. We'll do two sport weights together. It's probably Aran weight. There's Hubble in the background barking. What's wrong, buddy? He just woke up from a nap, so he might need to go out here in a minute. So I finished the garter ridges, and I just started the brioche section. It's 2-color brioche, but the colors I'm using are not that far off from each other. So it's like this dark brown and then the slightly lighter brown. So that brioche section. And then this Progress Keeper is from Sucre Miniatures, and it's a Pop-Tart. So just a little bit of progress on my range shawl. I picked it up the other day and got up to the 2-color brioche section. But I was not in the mood to knit 2-color brioche, so I put it down. And then this is the new sweater I'm trying for Josh. This one should be a little bit better because it's a top-down raglan. It is the So Basic Raglan by Maxim Cyr, who's Max the Knitter. What I did not realize when I started it is that there is ribbing on the arm, but it's fine. It's just like a 6x1 rib, so it's not that big of a deal. It's just when you're doing the increases, the raglan increases, you have to remember to incorporate it into your ribbing. So when you have enough stitches to do another ribbing repeat, you need to do another ribbing repeat. So that's the only thing, like, there is a wee bit of counting for that, but it's not terrible. And once I get up to the amount of stitches, it's going to be fine. So that is the pattern so far. So it does have some short row shaping in the back to raise up the neck. And then, like I said, that sleeve detail is really the only interesting detail. That's not the sleeve, that's the sleeve. The only interesting-ish detail about it is just that little bit of ribbing on the sleeve, which is nice. Probably make it fit a little bit better. I needed a top-down sweater for Josh. Every sweater I've knit for him has been bottom up, and that is a mistake because this part is the part that I need to work with him the most on for fitting. And by the time I get there, I'm like, F this, I just want to be done with this sweater. So this time I'm doing top down, and it's a light raglan. So hopefully this is just going to be a nice layering piece for spring that he can put on instead of like a long sleeve Henley, which is usually what he would put on if he needs a little bit of something to stay warmer. The yarn is Cece's Wool, and it is in, I think, the Honeybee colorway. It's a really deep amber gold color, like honey. Yes, that was a pier hair, in case you wanted to know how long they are. That's a back hair from the Pyrs. Their tail hair is about twice this long. So, and it's curly. They're everywhere. Everywhere. So that was in the fur, or sorry, that was fur in the yarn cake. I have 2 of these bad boys. The yardage is a lot, so they're very large cakes of fingering weight yarn. I'm alternating skeins because you can see one is a little bit darker than the other one. This one has a little bit more variegation than this one, but it's not terribly off. So I got this at Rhinebeck 2 years ago. Yes, 2 years ago. And then this year I tried to get a brick color for him, but I bought worsted weight yarn by accident. And then there was a whole thing about like returning it because my purchase was their like computer wasn't updating because Square, we broke Square. We the knitters broke Square that day. So like it couldn't update for like 3 hours. And so I had to keep coming back and checking if my purchase showed up yet so they could refund it. They wanted to, but they couldn't pull it back up on their register to like refund it back to my card. But they were really nice. And anyway, so I got the yarn when I went to New England Fiber Festival, which was the next one, and it's like the first weekend in November. So this is what it looks like when you buy the hank of yarn, the skein of yarn. So it is superwash merino, 1,120 yards in each skein. So 2 should be plenty for him for that sweater. I looked at it and it gives me like 300 or 400 extra yards to play with, which is what I want because I've been playing Yarn Chicken on multiple sweaters for him and I'm done with it. I don't want to do it anymore. They did not have the brick color then either, but they had coffee. So this one's coffee. So this will be another sweater whenever I finish the one I'm currently working on. Oh, see? There we got better lighting. My lamp is a little bit yellow light, and it's really rainy outside right now, so I don't have great natural lighting. But yeah, so that I've got 2 of those as well. And that will be another sweater for Josh whenever I finish the one I'm working on. And I also got him, oh, I forgot about that. I mean, that was an old yarn purchase, but I don't know if I ever shared it on the podcast. I bought him some Nutidin yarn because he wanted a vest to wear. Just like when he's a little bit cold or whatever, something that he can take on and off. And he wanted it to be like more for kind of gardening and stuff. And so I was like, oh, we should use Icelandic wool because it's like really hard wearing and very warm, but it's light. And so Nutidin had their February collection on sale, and I got 4 plates of like their dark brown. I mean, it was the undyed one, so I think it's Morker is the colorway name. I don't know, it's in Swedish. Sorry, Disa. It's a dark chocolatey brown, similar to that one. You can tell my husband likes autumnal colors. I like autumnal colors. They look really good on him. So yeah, we'll see. I need to find a vest pattern for that. So if you have any suggestions for a men's vest pattern, let me know. He wants the like a V, but the V to not be too deep. And I need to put pockets on it. Those are the only stipulations pretty much. I'd prefer not tons of patterning because I don't think that the Nutidin yarn will hold up to it. And I haven't decided yet if I'm going to hold it single or double. So fingering weight or DK weight would work. So yeah, lay it on me for the pattern suggestions. I would love to hear them. yeah, otherwise things have been reasonably stable here. Megs is having some issues again with schoolwork and completing schoolwork, so we're gonna have to go back into that again, which I'm not looking forward to. Yeah, my nails are slowly, finally growing. Finally, I don't know what I did with them, but whatever it is, they are finally starting to be stronger and not peeling constantly. So right now I've got this color on them. It's really cool. It like has some blue, like iridescent glitter in it. It's from Mooncat. It is a Midsummer Night's Dream. Or a Midsummer's Dream. Midsummer's Dream. So it's really, really light. When my nails are shorter, I kind of prefer really light colors because, I don't know, I think darker colors look better on my hands when my nails are a little bit longer. So I'm just focusing right now on doing cuticle oil twice a day, making sure that I keep some sort of polish on them just to give them a little bit more strength. And I'm changing it out maybe like once a week or something. And it seems to be doing okay. It's not chipping everywhere, which is great. Yeah, and things are going better, especially now that I have the hand cream again. I'm using this one, the orange spice cake, which I showed on my last podcast. I'm using that. It really does help in the wintertime because it gets so dry in the winter here. So it's good to be able to moisturize. Yeah, so I may record one more time before the weekend. So I have a little bit more to share. But I'm hoping that I'll be able to call it a little bit early tomorrow. Today I can't because I have a late meeting. But I'm hoping I'll be able to take a little bit shorter of a day tomorrow and kind of catch up on laundry and everything else I didn't do over the weekend because work. And yeah, we have a dryer repair guy coming on Saturday, so he's actually going to install the parts he had to order for our dryer, and then we'll have a dryer that doesn't make noises like it's dying anymore, which will be nice. So I will talk to you guys later.